Hello everybody, this is Robbie, and it's time to play a new mod called... not new mod, just a mod that I haven't played before called Everlasting Solitude. From what it seems to me, it seems to be about MC. Wrong mod. There we go, that's the right mod. It's a different mod. Anyways, from what it seems to... Life was better before. I mean, I guess it was. Alright, let's get into full screen. Template settings. Oh yeah, no name set. There's an entire section for that. Yeah, the music doesn't actually seem that loud so far, so I'm gonna leave it at the volume that it is and then maybe change it later. Also, menu screen looks pretty cool, honestly. Anyway, Robbie, yep, there we go. Today's finally the day that I could be free. There's also, okay, new font, that's pretty cool. Today I could say with certainty, I know everything she went through. I need to put an end to this story with her. She doesn't deserve to go through this. She will be able to be happy again. Okay, and how do you propose that happens? We could start over and be happy again. Okay, start over. How the hell? Before that... Oh, what? After everything that happened, I needed help. That's why I'm here today. Today's my last day with the psychologist. Miss Ida. Hey, Miss Ida! There we go. Oh, she's appeared here. That's pretty cool. Miss Ida helped me with everything I needed. She's certainly someone I owe a lot to. Even because she was the one who helped me with my depression after that happened. Hello, my dear Robbie. How's the day for you today? Today, I feel really good. Suddenly, I feel like everything is going to be okay. And it's all thanks to you. Now, don't say those things. It was you who found the strength needed to get through all this. By the way, there's like no quotations. Like, at all. Why is that just a black screen in the menu? I think they're not really a complaint, I'm just wondering. But I mean, if no quotation marks is going to be a consistent thing, then at least that's a bit more, like, that seems like an intentional choice instead of like a mistake that happened. So, you don't know how proud I am of you. It's not everyone that can forget and overcome what you went through. What? Okay, phrasing. It is not everyone that can forget. I guess that's supposed to be like, not everyone can, so, okay. Yeah, I know. Many give in to their demons. Many don't have the strength to fight and continue. And that's why, here and now, I'd like to ask you a favor. You love to bring a little bit of work, don't you, dear Robbie? The hell? I mean, I guess if asking for a favor is bringing a little bit of work, then I guess so. Oh, no, by no means, Miss Ida. I only know someone who needs help as much as I needed. Okay. I want this person to be able to seek happiness again, just like I'm doing now. I don't want to risk losing her, even because she's been part of my life since I was a child. Well, that's why I'm here, isn't it? Who is she and how can I help? She's a dear friend. Her name is Sayori. She experienced a traumatic event recently, and I want to take her out of this suffering. By bringing her to therapy, not by, like... Phrasing is back again. It's like, take her out of this suffering can mean a lot of things. At least we have, like, a contextual setting to be all like, I mean, go to therapy, not like the darker version of that. She's never been the same ever since. Yes, of course. You can bring her. I will try my best for her, just like I did for you. This world needs more hope for everything to stay alright. You and everyone else have to be alright. You have a life and a future ahead of you. Bring her here and I'll talk to her. I'll only be your psychologist if it's her wish, however. Yeah, I know. Everything needs to happen in its own time, right? Exactly, and this applies to everything in our lives. Remember this. Okay. Is this going to be a consistent thing? I don't know if this is like a complaint or not yet. I don't know. But like the thing. Oh wait. Oh, dev mode isn't on. That's good. It's like commas and then the thing pauses. So, do you need anything else before we finish your last appointment? I have one last question. What brings you here today, the hell? What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean? It's like, this is her job? She's a psychologist. She's doing psychology work. What? What? Oh, yeah, that context needed. There we go. That's better. What made you become a psychologist? It's a complicated story, dear Robbie. So, don't worry, Miss Ida, you don't need to do this. Well, don't worry. One day you will know when I have a perfect plan for that. What? That's a new one. That's new. I never seen, like, the dialogue box just be question marks before. When you're ready, bring the girl Sayori. I will. I'm happy to leave her in your hands. I don't know anyone more capable than you. Hearing this makes me think I did my job well. You did. I'll always owe you for it. Without this, I owe you the... Huh? The government already pays me well enough. Oh, okay. That's good. Well, since it's like that, thank you for everything, Miss Ida. You did more for me than you can imagine. You're welcome, dear Robbie. If you see me on the street, don't be afraid to call me to a talk, whatever the reason. Today I stopped being your psychologist to be your friend. Don't forget that. My only response at that moment was to smile. I didn't know what else to say. I hope she knows that every word I said really means something. Okay. That's a long fade out. 8 hours later. Okay. At this very moment, it is... I take my cell phone to check the time. 28 a.m. So 12:28. So near midnight. Sayori, I've been thinking about her all day. And all night, it seems, if you're up at midnight. Like in the middle of the night. I left Miss Ida... Oh, it's thundering. That's not good. I left Miss Ida's office so sure that everything was going to be fine. But then I remember everything again and again. Sayori has depression, and every day it gets worse and worse. I said I would take her to Miss Ida, but who said I have the courage to ask her if she wants to go? As I said, Sayori's never been the same again. But I have to do something. I can't let her try something again. I wonder if she'd pick up the phone if I called her now. I guess we'll see. Ah! Oh. Come on, Sayori. At least we get... I know you're there. How do you know that? She could very well be asleep, for all you know. Hi, Robbie. Sayori, it's convenient for you to call me at this time. Oh, it's convenient. Oh, that's good. I was thinking about you right now. Did you... Well, did you did it? That's phrasing again. You're referring to my consultations with Miss Ida. What the hell is that? No. Anyway, my consultations. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to know if you're okay after all that. Yes, I'm. Okay, I wonder if these are like translation errors, because these kind of look like translation errors, similar to those of like "Let This Dream Be Forever." So, I wonder. So I guess the difference between that mod and this mod is be if like this one like portrays the characters well and has a better story. So if it's just like phrasing, we need to kind of keep an eye out for. Yes, I am, but yes, I am, but that won't let that hide the fact that you need. Oh, hey, hey. So this is a mod called this is like Everlasting Solitude, and what's happened is like MC's been in like therapy with Miss Ida for a bit. He just got done with his final appointment, and now he's calling Sayori to, I guess, ask if she'd come with him to one of the sessions, or if she'd go and see Miss Ida herself. So I guess that's what's happening now. Like, all I really know is that he's called Sayori at this point in time, so. We'll see how that goes. Also, I think this mod also kind of has like translation errors, like in terms of like stuff, because there's been weird phrasing for at least like a little bits of it, but it kind of like can let this stream be forever. But the difference between this mod and that mod will be if like this mod has a better story. So let's find that out. You don't have to worry about me. I won't try anything anymore. But do you think I would do something worse than what already happened? I trust you completely. What I don't trust is your demons. You don't have to live with them forever. This is not your fate. What am I supposed to do then? If before I had no motivation for anything, after I attempted suicide, I must say that I really don't have nothing anymore. I guess don't have anything anymore, because don't have nothing would be a double negative. Tell me, Robbie, how do I recover after doing something like this? I called you exactly for this reason. It's time to be responsible, okay? I want to take you to Miss Ida. Everything I ask of you is that you give her a chance. She got me out of the worst hole I've been in, and now it's why is me capitalized? And now it's time for me to help you. Gotta put a lot of emphasis into that me. I want to see you well again. I want you to free yourself from the bonds of a cruel destiny. Okay, it's quite a bit of phrase. Interesting. The Dark Rain Clouds had a better story with questionable moments. Yeah. Oh, that's I guess another mod to compare it to that also had like phrasing issues. So sometimes it's like it's not about like just what translation errors do. Translation errors or grammar errors can be part of a problem, but if a mod's, but then it's like all about the mod's story. I think let this Dream Be Forever's problem is that it didn't really have a good story in terms of like just a lot of random stuff happened, which got exhausting. So, you know, again, this is what we're gonna find out. Maybe as you always were. Please, sir, I ask you to think about this as hard as you can. There's still time for you to get rid of your brain clouds. I guess they're like okay, we're capitalizing that now. That's the name of them. I've given them a name. They now have an official name, so we're capitalizing the name. Convenient for you to say this when the rain is so heavy. I guess a better word would be ironic. Well, yeah, I know. But the important thing is that you understood. Yes, I know. But, you know, I just can't think that I can do it. So let me ask you a question. How is the rain today? I mean, if we're talking literally, it sounds like it's storming outside, but we're talking in the, like, mental health sector thing. So how is that? Smart. So you notice that rain is something that comforts me these days. Oh, okay. Clearly. Yes, that was clear. Maybe it was in the history. Characters are making me mad in them. The MC mostly. Yeah. I don't know if I was like really mad, just more confused. It's like just weird. There's like, but I could definitely see why the characters will make you mad. They're just like MC's really inconsistent in terms of his characterization. We can't really pinpoint it for a bit. Like at one point he could be spouting superhero monologues shit, and then the next he could be a little creepy, or just random. Just I don't know. Very well. Personally speaking, the weather couldn't be better. I love the monotonous tone that the rain brings, the way everything turns gray, the water hitting the ceiling while you try to sleep, the fact that I don't need to leave the house for anything. Thinking about all this is extremely comforting. Well, Robbie, I'll be fair to you this time. What are you thinking about now? I don't know. Being fair? I want to give Miss Ida a chance. Living with depression every day is excruciating. I always wanted to take this away from me. But at the same time, I never had the will or the courage. I don't think depression is something that can just go away. It's just like something like the symptoms can be like there can be methods to like feel better. It's like, I don't know. I don't like have depression, which like, and so I can't really like say for sure, but like, That's what it kind of feels like in terms of like looking up information. Curious how this works. Sayori, I hope you know you made my night. Yeah, yeah. I hope you know that this is actually gonna have me be able to like sleep because like he's been up all night. It makes me feel good to imagine you smiling. You didn't deserve to suffer one bit because of me, and you don't deserve to live with this your whole life. When do you want to go? Take me there tomorrow. The sooner the better. Before I think about giving up. Now that I can see the world in a common way again, let me tell you. I don't know if like MC had, I don't know, it says MC has depression, but I'm theorizing that it's more like, I'm just like in a big, like long slump because, I don't know. I think I'm spouting off stuff. You probably, oh wait, there's a menu here. I never noticed this. How the hell did I not notice this? That's, oh, what the hell? Ooh, that's new. Hope is really the last thing that can die. Oh my god, I've never seen this before with the mouse cursor. There's like history, there's auto, this phone interface is so cool. Loving that. I believe you can get out of this. If you don't trust it, I do. I know there's still a little bit of Sayori in you, my big bundle of sunshine. Oh boy. How silly you are, Robbie. Everything good then? She opens the office in the morning? Yes, why do you ask? I don't really feel like going to school tomorrow. You understand, right? Of course. Who likes this place anyway? Who likes school anyway, where you get to learn things? Although then again, it can just like give you some pretty tough like assignments. Yes, thanks for calling me tonight. I really needed to talk to someone about something good. You got through it, and I hope one day I can too. As long as I'm by your side, deep down, I know everything will be fine. You put me on a higher pedestal than I deserve to be. This is my consideration for you. Don't forget that. And then she hung up her phone. Sayori, so she's willing to try. I knew you were still there, so to speak. Maybe this really is my chance to fix everything. I wonder if that'll, like, I don't know, play with that concept a little. But there's something that bothers me. It's been a month since this happened, and she's never been the same since. That's the first time I saw her act normal again. What changed this time? The prospects of therapy? And I'm thinking that the big thing that changed this time was that you offered, like, a seeming solution to the problem. You go see Miss Ida, and she'll do psychology stuff, and then you'll feel better through advice and, like, grounding tactics, essentially. So, I feel like that's what's changed. Whatever it is, I hope I can save you from this torment. Huh. Well, today's the day. I can't express in words the relief I'm feeling. I've had a phrase in my head since yesterday because of this. She's willing to try. This is a big progress by itself. In her first week after the attempt, she didn't even want to talk to me. I spent days thinking about what if she did it again. But at the same time, I had a guarantee that she wouldn't do it again. When she was able to talk to me again for the first time, she took the time to relive it all, telling me how it was. She told me what it was like to have the rope around her neck. Something I hate to remember, but unfortunately it's necessary. Okay. Oh, flashback time! In black and white. I guess to properly denote it as a flashback. This looks a little low quality, but not too bad. A crushing pain. I don't want to go through that anymore. In my supposed last minutes of life, I asked anyone to help me, but no one came. It was there that I met the despair. Because of all that pain, I came to think that I wanted to live. Oof, that's okay then. That's all she said to me a week ago. All this time I was consulting with Miss Ear while checking Sarah every day to see if she was okay. Good to know that these times are about to end. I mean, I wouldn't be too certain, but you know what? Again, like you said, hope is the last thing to die, so it's probably better to hang on to the hope that you have. Don't let hope die, honestly. Just, no matter what. Now that I'm fine myself and can help her, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll free her of the demons that live in her. Ah, okay. Enough thinking. I'll go get Sayori so we can go. I was supposed to be there a few minutes ago. At this very moment, it is 8:06 a.m. I hope she's ready. Now that I'm here, I knock on her door. Sayori! Whoa, she's just shouting, Sayori! Oh, panic mode. Is she still sleeping? I wouldn't doubt it. Besides, her condition is very serious. But at the same time, this feeling, I think that's called anxiety and, like, panic. What happened again? Sarah already said that she wants help. Why suddenly my heart doubts this, beating like crazy? I have to see her as fast as possible. Entering her house, I make my way to her room without thinking twice. Sarah? Are you there? Just tell me you didn't do this to me. I thought about opening the door without thinking, but I know I should calm down first. I breathe a little, in and out. Now that I feel composed again, I knock on her bedroom door once again. No reply. There's no other way, right? With great fear, I gently open the door. Every mod, or at least some mods, have to have at least one checklist thing. No, there's no check mark on the keyboard. Would this fit? I don't know, I'm just... That's an impulsive thought. But then again, I can just fill out like a checklist in my head. Gently open the door. Check. That's one of the three. Say, oh, fuck. Okay. No! Oh, it's just a nightmare, okay? No, not this nightmare again. That's enough. Enough! Oh, shit. It's been a while since I saw a mod actually do that whole thing and, like, go through with that and then show the end result. Shit. Why this again? Today was such a good day. Just, why? Sorry, I already accepted the help. I shouldn't be so worried. What the hell is wrong with me? All this suffering is about to end. Why does my mind still do this to me? I wonder if Sayori is still awake. Whenever I'm worried sick, I do this. In the end, I'm nothing but a weak being. Oh, shit. Just low self-esteem. Nothing but a weak being. Oof. I wanted to rest for tomorrow, but at the same time, I hope she responds. Otherwise, I think I really would have a heart attack. Taking out my cell phone, I text her. Hey, Sarah? Are you there? I send the message and let time pass. Shortly afterwards, she responds back. Yes, I am. Do you never sleep? Well, I slept, but let's just say my mind was a little harsh today. Again. What happened this time? Well, how do I respond? How do I tell her that sometimes I sleep and wake up after seeing her hanging? I close my eyes to think. What should I do? Uh-oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I didn't respond and she got worried. I hate when I do that, but if that's the way it is. Rami, don't make me worry like this. What happened? Hey, calm down. I can hear the concern in your voice. If it wasn't already obvious from how she said that she was worried. It's not that alarming, it was just a nightmare. I'm trying to lessen this nightmare, Robbie. What? I know very well what it's like to have a mind that tortures you every day. Let's make a therapy of sorts. How was your nightmare? I mean, probably, how was the nightmare? I'd probably say bad. Like, pretty bad. I mean, it's a nightmare, not a good mare. Robbie? I don't know if I should tell you. Besides, I can handle this alone. I won't let that happen, Robbie. What do you mean, Sari? Even in my worst moments, you stood by my side. You tried and helped me with everything you could. The many things you did for me. I won't let any of this be in vain. If you need help, I'll be here. I'll try my best for those who tried their best for me. And well, deep down, I know you want to talk about it. Otherwise, why would you send me a message? Sari, what would I be without you? You'd be free from this burden. No, we don't talk like this here. I know you still don't understand, but this is no burden at all. You're someone who simply needs help. We all do one day. Wow, that is very poignant. Just... The reason doesn't matter. In the end, we just need a way to heal the wounds. And I'm willing to do anything for you. This reminds me. We completely left the main focus here. What are you talking about? Your nightmare. I want to know about it. Sari, that wasn't I won't let you insist on this sort of excuse. I know I'm not the right person for this, but I want you to tell me. What do you fear so much after all? It has to do with me? Yes? So tell me. Robbie! I feel like I'm just imagining if there was a desk. She like slammed her hand on it while yelling that. What are you thinking so much about? It was really that bad? It was, Sari. It still hurts to think about it. Even if it's just a nightmare, it's still very real to me. I went through this with my own eyes. I don't want any of this to happen again. Robbie. In that case, I know what I have to do. What are you talking about? She hung up the call? What is she planning now? She's not thinking of... No, I shouldn't be thinking like this, but I can't help it. I just wish that this kind of thought would go away. Oh, okay. Hello, Robbie. Sari. Hey, what's with this face? Looks like you've seen a ghost. Yeah, I know I look terrible. That's not what I meant. My posing tool! I think. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Honestly, I always love it when the mod posing tool shows up. That's when you know the characters are going to be more expressive. Again, not really blaming any mod that doesn't use it or saying that any mod that does it is, like, lesser or anything. I don't even think it was implying. I clarify too much. Point being, I like the mod posing tool. It makes the characters more expressive than they were in the base game, and I think I've said that a lot. And I'm sorry. What brings you to my residence in the middle of the rain? Well, I came here to take care of you. Make your rain clouds go away. We say rain... Okay, I feel like they're saying rain clouds like they're saying a title. Sari, to be quite honest, I don't even know what to say. She came here because she worried about me, but it's not supposed to be like this. How did I get it into her head that... Oh, whoa! How did I get it into her head that she... Who's the one who needs help? Hey, Earth to Robbie, stop thinking and say anything that's on your mind. I'm here for you now. I want to see you well and without worries. Very well, Sari, I'll be honest with you. All of this is happening because I have a certain fear. And what would be this fear? I have a fear of ending up alone. The fuck? Like, I was like, why did it sound like there was like, I don't know, like a lawnmower chainsaw? Like I thought I heard like a friggin' like yard tool in the background there. That was a little weird. Anyways, I have a fear of ending up all alone. Fear of losing everything. I can't bear to think that there will be a day when we no longer see each other. And that goes for the other girls in the club. Since everything happened, the club has been a bit empty. Since your attempt, many other things have been revealed. Problems that they would never talk about, but they needed to. All this makes me think that one day it will all end, and not for a good reason. I hate to think that everybody will break up one day and I'll be all alone. And friends and... Sari? She's hugging me. Very tight. What is this? Oh, hey! This is a mod called Everlasting Solitude. So to sum it up, this mod takes place, I think, a month after Sayori's, like, suicide attempt for the base game. MC's got, like, I think PTSD from it and went to, like, Misita, who's, like, a psychologist, to help him deal with that. And Sayori is gonna go see Misita once the next day arrives. And, Sayori's visiting MC because MC had a nightmare about Sayori dying, and they're opening up to each other in this conversation to sum it all up. Not to sum it all up, to catch you up, so, you know. I can hear the pain in her crying, but I don't know if those tears are for her. Sayori, you don't need to cry. I'm sorry, Robbie. If I knew you were thinking about it all this way, I would have done something before. No, Sayori, I don't want you to think about this. Despite all this, I'll be fine. This is nothing to compare to what you and the others are going through. No, Robbie, I won't let you lessen your fears either. That's not right. You shouldn't keep anything to yourself. This will destroy you inside, little by little. Your fear, it is no small thing. There's something no one deserves, it's being alone. Why do you think that I'm here now? It doesn't matter if you made a mistake. It doesn't matter if you think you deserve your suffering. I'm still here to love you. Your mistakes and your fears won't change who you are. You're a person who doesn't deserve any of this. Whole capitalized things again. I feel like whenever things are italicized, you should be like lowercase, unless there's like a lot of emphasis. Like unless they're going like and they're like shouting at the top of their lungs. Like the character's like really mad or really emotional and they're supposed to be shouting. That is when italics should have like all caps in terms of everything. It's like just a personal opinion of mine. I think it's more of a nitpick than anything. Another nitpick might be this monologue, I don't know. Ever since you discovered my depression, you've tried everything for me. When all I wanted was for you to go away because I thought that salvation was impossible. So I won't let you suffer with a mind that does this to you. You don't deserve it. Just like you, Sayori. Maybe, Robbie. Maybe. Then she hugs me one more time. This time she seems happy since I told her everything. And she kind of monologued too. It was heartfelt though, so, you know. I confess that it wasn't easy to open up to her like that. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. But the peaceful smile on her face is priceless. It gives me hope that one day we can really be happy again. Hey, Robbie? Yes? Well, remember when I said I wanted to take care of you today? Yes, of course. So, I want to ask you if... Sayori? Why are you so hesitant all of a sudden? I think that involves like a bed, sleeping together. Like actually like sleeping on the bed. I guess I'm gonna go on a ramble. I don't really get the whole, oh, you slept with this person? It's like, yeah, we slept together in the same room. And then they kind of go with a thing where it's like, oh, that must mean sex, when it really doesn't. Not automatically. I don't know, just a little tangent of mine. Asking for this is gonna be harder than I thought. Well, can I sleep with you today? I mean, nothing bad will happen to you if I'm here. Why is this, right? No, it won't. Why is this like a tough, I mean, this was a good one, Sarah. The fuck? Wait, are you serious? Of course I am. I don't want to leave your side until you're okay. Oh, okay then. In this case, I'll go to the spare room and get... Whoa! Not just for myself. No! No! Just firm as hell. No! Robbie, I want to stay by your side. I can't win against you today, can't I? No! I said that less firmly than I said the other no! And she proceeds to lay down on my bed and hugs me. And this time it's a little uncomfortable, but who am I to complain? Don't you dare to let me go. What? The thought train. I think this... Don't you dare to let me go of me. Let me go of me. Are you hugging yourself too? Alright, Sarah, I'll abide by that sentence. She tightens the hug enough for me to feel my back. Well, in the end, she's only worried about me, so here we stay until we fall into sleep. The next day. Here we go. It's the next day. So today's the day. Why do you only stream DDLC mods? Oh, no one's ever really asked that before. I don't know. Really. There's a lot of them. There's a whole lot of them. And I think occasionally I get to meet like mod creators, you know, like they come onto the streams like Psychono, who created like Welcome to the Literature Club Player, Audrey Shadow, who created the whole Perfect World Anthology, Tormuse, who created stuff like Storm and Turquoise, Club Meetings guy who created Club Meetings. That's a neat little bonus. Like, it's honestly, like, it just feels nice to have like a mod creator, someone who created like these amazing mods on my stream is providing like trivia and like little like bits of commentary, and it's always pretty cool. And also, I only really stream like DDLC mods probably because it's like, I don't know, I guess it's a unique thing or something. Like, I don't think anybody really does that, and I guess it's like a thing that helps me stand out. So, and it also helps that there's like a lot of DDLC mods out there. So, I guess that's the answer. And also I like streaming in general, so yeah. I can already hear the birds singing outside. Today I hope everything works out. Opening my eyes, I see Sarah is sleeping next to me peacefully. A relief, certainly. Let me take out my phone to check the time. 8:25 a.m. Good, I think. I'm glad I didn't call Miss Eda to schedule a specific time. Now my problem will be waking Sarah up. I feel terrible about her 5 hours of sleep, or even less. Or even more, you don't... I don't know, I guess... If she... What should I do? The obvious, of course. Miss Eda can help her, and I'd finally get my peace of mind. Okay, then let me watch her for a bit. Oh, I like the little, like, up, down, of her, like, sleeping. That's pretty cool. You know, I really love it when mods, like, do animation stuff, you know? Like, oh, she really looks like she's sleeping well. Do I really have to do this? I mean, I know I have to take her to Miss Eda, but I hate bothering her when she looks so at peace. But I've already messed around too much. I have to do this after all. Sayori, woman, wake up. Freeze. Woman. Yep, good job. Sayori is a woman. Yay! Androacly... What the fuck is that? Androacly... What? Is that a real word? It's like whenever Sayori says a word, I can't be sure if it's like real or not. That's the first. I looked up Androacleason and literally nothing popped up. No results at all. Damn. It's so unreal that Google doesn't even have anything for me. What did she say? Nonsense. I've never seen this language before in my life. Again, neither is Google. Come on, Sarah, can you hear me? Robbie, what are you doing in my house? Waking me up in my bed? You're joking, right? What do you mean by you're joking? This is my home. Robbie, what am I doing in your house? Do you have amnesia? What's going on? Your memory impresses me, Sari. Truly. You say that like you're super smart. Wait a bit, Sayori! What is it this time? I was just telling you to wait for a little bit. Where are you going? We have places to go. I'm going to my house to change. I didn't bring any clothes. And even though I woke up a little confused, I still remember what we're gonna do today. Suddenly you don't look happy about it. That's not it. It's just, do I really have to go? I'm fine just by being with you here. Sarah, please understand my side. I want to take the depression away from you. Completely. Well, unfortunately for you, that isn't how depression works. again, you can't just take it away from someone completely. Like, I feel like a lot of people wish that was the case, but it's not how it works, unfortunately. You can just abate the symptoms. And after that, forget that all this happened. I mean, we can't forget any of this. Everything that I did, there's no turning back on it. Also, this music sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard it before in another DDLC mod. I don't know. The thing I did was to leave a horrible mark in our history. A weak girl who wanted to commit suicide because she saw no other options. We will never forget this, Robbie. Yeah, I knew this wasn't really possible, but there is still a way. A way to what? Let's get through this. If we can't forget this, we have to take this into our lives. Help others who don't know how to deal with this. Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna get through it and help others. I feel like this is leading to Sayori. We're gonna become therapists together, which is a pretty cool career aspiration. How do I get over something like this, Robbie? Sayori, I can hear the defeat and they're crying. This is too much even for her. I really have to start wondering, can we really get through this? Sayori, for you to get over this, you're gonna need all the help you can get. I know you trust me enough to guide you, and it is the path of happiness that I want to take you to. Miss Ida is everything we need right now. Deep down, you're right. We'll never forget this. But if there's something I'm sure of, is that far ahead in our lives, we will remember all of this smiling. Because we're going to get through this somehow. Together! I just imagine whenever they say, all caps emphasis, there's just a lot of emphasis, together! Like that. I don't know if I'll say it like that all the time. It's just, I'd imagine there's a lot of, that in the skin. I don't know. You made it clear to me that you no longer want a destiny where all you can think about is death and darkness. We will take it from that point and continue in the way that best suits you. There's quite a bit of monologuing in this mod. I don't know, I think I'm neutral on it. As long as it doesn't happen, too much. Way too much. A lot of times. 80% of the mod, essentially. Or 70%. I don't know, just a huge chunk of the mod. I just want us all to get through this without anyone having to get hurt again. I don't understand, Robbie. In the midst of all this I'm living, how are your words so strong on me? Well, to be honest, who am I isn't it? What the fuck? Who am I isn't it? Maybe if I say this weird as hell sentence, I can distract you from your feelings. Well, Robbie, I'm going home. I'm gonna change and get ready for today. Thank you. Well, I'll get ready too. Today won't be easy. Although, I really hope it is. Okay, then I'm gonna change and leave my house. Alright, this is a good time for a little be right back break, so, I'll be right back. It'll be pretty quick. Alright, we're back. Let's see how this therapy session goes. A session that we'll actually get to see. That is key here. Well, here I am. A sunny day. Fresh breeze. I think the weather couldn't be better. Yeah, I don't know if that counts. Very well. What's sir? Hello? What is it, Robbie? I don't know. You look so beautiful. Oh, okay. Hey, why is this all of a sudden, Robbie? Sorry, I just wanted to see you smile. How silly you are, Robbie. Sorry, let's get to what matters now. Let's get serious. We need to put our game faces on. Are you ready to go? Well, I'm a little nervous. The last time I went to a psychologist, it wasn't a good experience. Miss Ida's different, Sarah. You'll like her. Yeah, I should stop being so afraid. I mean, look at you here, talking about Miss Ida as if she's the best person in the world. She is cool, Sarah. That probably could have sounded like sarcastic in other services. Like, yeah, I shouldn't be afraid. Look at you, talking about her as if she's the best person in the world. Then again, I don't know if Sarah really... Nah, she can do sarcasm. Yes, I know. I'm not taking her merits away from her. The fact is, you speak so highly of her, and even so, I'm scared to think about making an appointment with her. Having to talk about everything I am and what I've experienced. It won't be like that with her, Sari. Trust me. Let's go? Well, of course. And suddenly, Sari takes my hand. Do you really want to walk like this? What's wrong with holding your hand? I don't know. I don't like other thinking about us as a couple. I hate looks. I don't see a problem with that. Very well. Who turned off the AC? Yeah, who turned off the outdoor AC? You know, those air conditioners that we have outside, scattered around the neighborhood for use? What? Forget it. This joke is a big bull. Not even that. This joke doesn't even work with this setting. Like again, it's like, yeah, who turned out the outdoor air conditioners that are kind of scattered all throughout the street? Let's just go. Okay, let's do it. Well, we've been walking for about 30 minutes. Here's the downtown. Just 10 more minutes and we'll be there. So talked to me the whole way. She didn't stop smiling for a moment. She looks happy. This is good for her. This moment of happiness is what matters. There's this doubt in my heart. I swear I've heard this music on another mod. I can't recall which mod, but I know that, at least I really think that it was from a Doki Doki Literature Club mod. Just can't figure out which one. Maybe the credits will have more info once I get to that. This feeling that she's faking. This would be the first time. Sari already told me her whole story before the festival. Before than a month ago. All this makes me worry. The thing I want the least right now is for her to lie to me. I wonder, should I talk to her about something? Anything? Maybe I could. Hey, Robbie? Well, that's convenient for sure. What is it, Sari? I've been wanting to know something for a while now. After I attempted suicide, what became of the literature club? For a moment I forgot about it, but you haven't been there for a month now. Yes, I couldn't put my face there after what I did. Sorry, I know this would be an extremely complicated process, but why don't you talk to them? No, Robbie! I don't have the courage. I only wish to know one thing. How is the club? Apparently I'll have to be frank then. The club has never been the same since. Your presence is missed. With you outside the club, the atmosphere is heavy. The air is overwhelming. No one can forget what happened. It was all very sudden. I had to tell them about everything after arriving at the hospital with you. And that's how I ended up ruining the festival. You were more important, Sari. And then our performance had to be canceled. We didn't get any new members, our reputation dropped. But that was far from the worst part. Oh, no. The other girls, they closed themselves. A poem writing activity has been temporarily canceled, and it remains that way to this day. Oh, the club's in dire straits then. At least that's what it seems. Damn. Nowadays, the girls just stay there. Natsuki with her manga, Jerry with her books, and Monica, I don't even know. I guess stewing. It's as if the club has stopped in time, waiting for the best opportunity to come back. And that's the state of the club today. It's just a place. And she looks ahead and keeps walking with me. And since then, she hasn't spoken a word. I'm sure all of this is weighing on her mind. Luckily for me, she wasn't allowed to think about it for too long. Shortly after that, we arrived at Miss Ida's office. Damn, the club is just in this grim situation. It's just a place now? Wow. Well, it's now or never. Oh, okay. Interesting fate. Whoa, I've never seen this background before. Finally, we arrived at the new place. That looks great. I love this. This looks pretty good. The waiting room of Miss Ida's office. The place where Sarah will be put out of her nightmares. In time, therapy isn't like a one-session trick and then it's like, snap, you're good. It takes time. This is where our journey to a better life begins. Miss Nilsey? Oh, hello again, Robbie. The receptionist of the place is an elderly lady, then I definitely gave her the wrong voice. Certainly one of the best people I met in this place. I definitely gave her the wrong voice. God. Well, I only met two, but still. What brings you here again? Your consultation period with Miss Ida has already ended, hasn't it? Yes, but today I'm not here for myself. Who was this young woman next to you? Oh, hello. My name is Sayori. Ah, yes, I've heard that name before. How? I don't know. MC's there. He probably talks about you at lunch. Or that, too. You are the girl that Miss Ida is waiting for, aren't you? Well, I suppose so. I'll let her know right away. She'll be happy to see you here, young lady. Then Miss Nilsson leaves the counter and goes towards Miss Ida's office. I want Miss Ida be happy to see me. I'm just here to get... No. No, Siri. I know you don't know you're that... Oh, yeah, but that's not how she sees her patients. It's not just the money or the pride or the profession. She does this to help people like us. She has a reason to do what she does, even though I don't know the story yet, to be honest. Please, Siri, she's really good at what she does. Just start trusting her. How the hell is she supposed to... Okay, I agree with the sentiment, but I also am of a mind of, like, how are we supposed to, like, properly trust her if we haven't even seen her yet? At this point, it's not a matter of starting to trust. I need to. Otherwise, I know I'll never get out of this hole. At the same time, Robbie, I want you to have something in mind. This is not going to be easy for me. It was hard enough to tell you everything. I didn't want to tell you because I knew it would become a burden in your life, but I had to. I'm going to have to expose my life to Miss Ida just to get out of this. This is really hard for me, Robbie. I can easily imagine it. I've been in the same position as you. I was alone and wanting help, so I had to look for a place. I then remember a curious fact. It was Yuri who told me about this place. That's certainly curious. I haven't had time to ask her how she met her yet, but that's something I want to know. I feel like the entire club needs therapy, honestly. Continuing, when I came here for the first time, I was very nervous. Exposing myself at that time was my worst nightmare. I mean, I barely left the house, I barely had any friends, so I just had to learn to deal with it. But with you, it doesn't have to be like that. I'll be with you until the end. The way you do all this for me is admirable. I'm happy to this day remembering the day we met for the first time. Don't you dare mention that day. It was kind of embarrassing for me now that I stopped to think about it. Hello? And suddenly, Miss Ida appears. I admit I got scared a little. Big day, Miss Ida. Good morning. Suddenly, Sarah looks extremely nervous again. So you're Sarah, right? Yes, that's me. I'm glad you came so soon. It's not every day that I can find someone with the determination to do that. I don't know what that sentence is originally. It's not everyone that can find the I guess just not everyone can. That'd be the simple way. Hey, Miss Ida. Yes, young Sarah. Yes, young Sayori. Do you just kind of give, like... Sorry for asking, but how much do you know about me? Oh, I see this worries you. I ask you to remain calm. Her dear Robbie just said you need help due to a certain recent event. He didn't say anything more than that. Well, then, would you mind coming to my office so we can begin your first consultation? I can do this. I can do this. Yes, let's go. Nothing to lose, right? That's the spirit, girl. Let's go, then. Sarah and Miss Ida go to the office while I follow them. I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to see all this happening. Hey, young Robbie, where do you think you're going? I thought I could see everything. Oh, that's true. I haven't explained this basic rule yet because you've never been accompanied. What rule, Miss Ida? The first consultation with the patient should always be done one-on-one, consultant and patient. Oh, yes, why have I never thought of that before? Probably because, like Miss Ida said, the rule hasn't been explained. Well, there goes all my expectations. You must wait here until we finish, or you can leave and come back later if it suits you better. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'll stay here until the end of the consultation. I appreciate your understanding, dear Robbie. When I look at Sari, I can see sadness in her eyes. I'm sure she wanted me to come along, but, well, Sari, look at me. This will all be for the best, and I'll be here after it's all over. Do what you have to do, and trust Miss Ida. And also, you'll be there the next time, right? Because it only applies to the first consultation. After that, I think it's fair game. Unless Miss Ida says otherwise. Okay, then. I can do this. Sari then follows Miss Ida to the office and begins her first consultation. I admit that I'm curious. I really wanted to see it all happen, but I understand the need of this role. All I have is to wait then, and I hope everything works out. Hang on, Sarah, you'll get through this. Alright, and I guess we're gonna time skip to after the session then. Yep, 30 minutes later. I mean, there's always the next session we'll be able to see happen. This is taking longer than it should. I mean, I suppose a provisional appointment shouldn't last this long. It's already been 30 minutes. Personally speaking, I don't remember spending that long in her office in any appointment. I'm starting to get sleepy from being here for so long. Well, thank you very much for today, Miss Ida. I feel relieved. This really was better than expected. But you would really be happy having me as your psychologist? But of course, Miss Ida. Maybe it's just me, but Sari seems a little different. Yeah, therapy will do that to you. What the hell happened in there? I mean, I don't know, kind of like what happened. You can ask Sayori. Well, I appreciate you coming today. You don't know how proud I am of young people like you. Of young people. Why do we have to say out that they're young? What's going on? Finding determination in the midst of the storm. If I knew this was so good, I would have done it before. Thank you for telling me your story, Miss Ida. Oh, shit. She told the story to Sayori. Huh. That's curious. Thank you for telling me your story. Well, now you're free to go. Enjoy your day with our dear Robbie. Yes, madam. So Sarah and I left Miss Ida's office. After walking a bit, we're back downtown. She hasn't spoken a word since we left the office, but you can see it in her smile. She's happy. I can't say when the last time was that I saw her happy like this. I know this Miss Ida is a good psychologist, but this leaves me perplexed. Or again, she could be faking. Makes my heart ache. I don't want to doubt her. But well, I'll try my best not to think about this. Or you could just ask how the session went. I'll try to talk to her a little. Hey, Robbie? Is she reading my mind or something? It's happened twice today. What would you like, Sari? Look, how should I say this? Miss Ida, she's an incredible person. This only increases my curiosity. I was about to ask you this. What happened in there? That's classified, even though she said I could trust you with the information if I wanted. But I don't know if I should. This appointment was too personal. But it's thanks to the things she told me that I feel so comfortable now. You really learned to trust her. Because she's a sweet person. And besides, she trusted me with her life story. I mean, a small part of it, apparently. Interesting. She told me that she'll tell me the biggest story of her life in later sessions. And what would that be? Well, it's the story about how she became a psychologist. Okay, then. That seems to be the overarching mystery for this mod. How did Miss Ida get into psychology? This has some good setup to it. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I wonder why she do this all of a sudden. Be that as it may, I'm not too excited about it. Really? Yes. After she said she would tell the story, she stopped, thought about it for an instant, and suddenly she looked so sad. So you decided to... Okay, hey. I broadcast my club on Twitch. I'm here to help you. Welcome to... Yes, welcome. This isn't really... this is a mod called Everlasting Solitude. To catch you up, MC... Okay, so MC got done with therapy. He talked to Sayori about her going to therapy. She's going to therapy. There's a kind of mystery with this mod about Misita, who's the therapist. Look, psychologist. No, she's the psychologist. Psychology. And it was about how she got into psychology in the first place. If you want to know about the club, it's in dire straits. But Sarah's like... This takes place, I think, a month after Sarah committed suicide. Like, with what I've heard, the club hasn't been in, like, good straits. It's, like, as MC just described it as a place. It's like nothing's really happening, so... I don't know, maybe things will get better as the mod goes on for the club and for all the characters. So, we'll see what happens. I guess this is, like, in terms of... For real, though, I think it's, like, in terms of, like, a writing perspective, this is, like, to keep the focus on, like, MC and Sayori so that we don't have to be all, like... I went to the club, I did this thing, and then we got out of the club, and we got back here, type thing, I don't know. Since then, I don't have many expectations to hear this story. Well, I suppose that just like all of us, she also has a complicated life story. Let's be optimistic, Sari. Hope it's not something that serious. I find this admirable and curious. Psychologists with their own problems having to worry about others. I doubt psychologists are free from problems, you know. Psychologists generally have a good mentality, but that doesn't mean they're an unbreakable fortress. Still, I find this all so interesting. Why psychologists do what they do? Why worry about others instead of themselves? I mean, they can also worry about themselves. The two things can go hand in hand a little bit. In the midst of so many difficulties that life gives you, you have to tell me. Why choose a profession like this? I mean, I suppose that everyone has a reason for doing what they do. And this conversation continued for a while until we eventually got home. Well, Robbie, I'm still here. Hello. Seriously, I can't thank you enough for today. Thank you for everything you've done and have been trying to do. No need for this, Sayori, all for your sake. Seriously, Robbie, thanks for everything. Ah, what the fuck? Whoa, whoa! What is the... What the hell was that? I mean, okay, that was a kiss, I know, but like, just like, just flat. That was the weirdest way to do that. Like, boom, kiss, jump scare. What the hell? Just the flash of light before the kiss, that's so insane. What the hell? Kiss on the cheek. My day was already good, but you just made it better. You know you didn't have to do this, right? I do all this because I love you, Robbie. You know this, don't you? I would never get tired of hearing you say that. What is this song? You know, no, we'll find out the soundtrack in the credits, if there are credits. There should be a credits file. I'll go check there after this. Well, I'm gonna end my day then. We'll see each other tomorrow, right, Robbie? Of course we will. Hey, wait a moment. What do you mean with I'm going to end my day? What else could she mean? Like, the day's over? She's gonna go home, do her evening routine? Oh shit, it's like noon? Oh, okay. It's not even past 12 p.m. yet. Oh, yes. So I just feel like I've been through a lot today. I understand. Go home and rest for tomorrow. Okay, then, before I forget to let you know, my next appointment with Miss Zeta is tomorrow at 3 p.m. It was you who decided the time? Yes, it was. I have plans for tomorrow. And could I know what those are? No, but you'll find out. And then she entered her house. Well, since I don't have anything very important to do right now, I'll spend the day doing whatever I can. Today was quite an event. Stopping to think about everything that happened, I remember something. Just yesterday, at my last appointment with Miss Ida, she told me that I would know the story of why she became a psychologist. From the looks of it, she won't tell me in person. Instead, she'll tell everything to Sayori. But why? For the moment, I'm gonna put this question aside. Thinking won't help too much. This mod does, like, have a neat little mystery to it. So I like that. What remains is to have hope in the days to come. The next day is here. There he is. There he is. What? Oh, it's a school day. I feel terrible. I had that nightmare again and it kept me up all night. Okay, I exaggerated, but it really took away a lot of sleep. As I didn't want to say Sarah again, I didn't say anything to her, whether by message or in person. I wanted to take care of herself now. I can barely keep my eyes open. I'm too tired. I know I should stop worrying. As I said before, she already accepted the help. She's happy seeing Miss Ida. Something I thought wouldn't happen anytime soon. But I have to think, why do I worry so much? It's not like it's a secret to me. I should stop pretending I don't know. I saw her with the rope around her neck, suspended in the air, unable to breathe. I had to act quickly, even though I was in shock. That stuck in my head, all that awful scene. So much that every now and then I'd end up dreaming about it, having this damn nightmare. I open my eyes and pick up my phone to check the time. 7:20 a.m. Well, what was I expecting? I just arrived at this place. May the teacher forgive me, but I need to rest, otherwise I don't think I'll be able to stand up in a few hours. This time I want to rest. None of this damn nightmare. None of this damn nightmare. None of this damn nightmare. None of this damn... None of this... Hey, Robbie? Robbie? What? Natsuki! Did not expect you to show up. Or any of the club members, but whatever. I tried to open my eyes to see who's calling me. Hey, dude, you okay there? Oh, Natsuki? By the look on your face, it looks like you were sleeping very well. Well, what should I say? I also need a rest from time to time. What do you mean, Robbie? You don't do anything. Huh? Okay, I'm sorry. I know you've been really busy with Sayori recently. Leaving this matter aside, what are you gonna do now? It depends. What time is it? Club time. It's already past 2 p.m. Yes, why? Obviously, I won't tell her that I slept all day by accident. What would she think? Oh, I get it. You slept all day again? Well, I guess we're gonna find out what she'd think about that, huh? How? No, Natsuki, you're mistaken. You don't have to lie, brother. What you're going through is no small thing. I recognize this despite everything. What do you mean by despite everything? Oh, you know. The way people think I'm immature for whatever reason. I wouldn't worry about that, Natsuki. I see how you've changed nowadays. The people who don't see are the ones who don't know you. And I remember a time when you said you didn't care about other people's opinions. Well, nowadays I don't care. Not anymore. Now, let's leave this topic for another day. Yeah, I guess that'll be a character arc for the mod, I don't know. I have something cool to tell you that happened here at school yesterday. For you to get excited, it was a bad thing, I'm sure of it. Bro, what do you think I am? Don't pay attention to what I said, it was pure intuition. You mean impulse? Yeah, okay. Natsuki looks around the room, seemingly looking for something. What is it now? I don't like this place, it's just an empty room. Let's talk somewhere else. Follow me, man. Of course. Leaving the room, we both head towards the corridors. Looking back, I see Natsuki standing in the way. She wasn't supposed to, guide me to wherever she wanted to go. But oh well. Hey Natsuki, why did you stop? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Would you like to elaborate? Well, why not, yeah? Before saying what I want, let me comment on something else. Like how attentive you are suddenly. You were so closed off until a month ago. Like, sometimes you didn't even seem to care about us. Well, at some point I had to learn from my mistakes. And I bet I don't need to say what I mean by... What? And I bet I don't need to say what I mean by... mistakes. Yeah, that wouldn't be cool now. Enough of serious talk, I'm tired of it. Keep following me, please. And the big event from yesterday that you want to tell me? When we get to the place, I'll talk. Calm, young man. Okay, Natsuki, you are literally the same age as MC. You don't get to call him young man. Or wait, actually, I don't know, I think I've just never heard anyone call, anyone in my high school call each other young person, so, I don't know, this sounds weird. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Why do women stall for so long? There's everything. Why? MC's like, women, am I right? They just stall for so long. Just get to the point. Like, MC's just pulled that. I don't know. Ah, the roof. That is setting sun. What? Yeah. Now that is a beautiful place. The view from here is beautiful. Talking like this, it doesn't even look like I'm afraid of heights. Hey, Robbie, come on, bro. She's sitting on the edge of the roof with her back against the fence, and according to the movement of her hand, she wants me to sit next to her. I don't think this is cool. I don't think this is cool. What the? I'm going to try to get her out of there without revealing that I'm afraid of heights. Hey, Natsuki, are you sure that you'll stay there? I find this fence behind you a bit dangerous. I don't know. Who knows if it'll break or something. Now, stop being a Oh, you pissed her off if that sprite is to be believed. I'm here. You can't win against this woman, can't you? She can at least read between the lines. What lines? Oh, yeah, the fence is dangerous. Okay. But oh well. I try to keep my breathing steady so I don't show when I'm shaking a little inside. Now, yes, I'm going there. You mean like shaking inside? The hell? Also, I'm going there. I can't read that without thinking of Disventure Camp. Arriving next to her, I quickly sit down. As I do this, I almost fall over from nervousness, letting out a sharp breath and punishing her in the process. Shit. Robbie, bro, are you okay? If you're feeling ill, I can try to take you to a hospital. You okay? You feeling ill? We can take you to a hospital. We can get off the roof, get out of the school, go to a hospital. No, it's nothing like that. I only lost the balance of my legs for a moment. A common occurrence. I say this, but I let out a long sigh again. Brother, there's no way this is what I'm thinking it is. Okay, this is dangerous. I have to stop her from thinking that. You wouldn't be afraid of heights, would you? Good job. You totally stopped her there. Also, I don't think Natsuki would be like, why would Natsuki be all like, you're afraid of heights? Or whatever the hell you think she's gonna be doing. That seems really weird. Like, oh, you're scared of heights? That's actually a really common fear, actually. I said actually a lot in that one sentence. I don't know why. Shit. Okay, time to be honest. Maybe. Like, that wasn't as honest as it should have been. Understandable. You wouldn't survive a fall from this height. Let's do the following, then. Let me take your hand for a bit. And... What? What happened? Let me take your hand. She really took my... Oh my god! Flash! She took my hand! After she said she was gonna take my hand! No way, dude! Why did that warrant a flash? I thought something else happened. What? I thought she, like, for a second that flash was associated with the kiss that Sarah gave on the cheek. Now for a second she took the hand and went... Or something, I don't know. Oh god, how beautiful. Now together slowly we go to the nearest... I can't get over that. That was so random. Whew, okay, breathe. I get up and start walking with her, still shaking internally. Now let's sit here. Everything alright now? Why do I suddenly feel like I'm 2 years old? Don't think like that, man. I understand. Knowing you, I thought you would at least pretend to throw me over the fence. The fuck? Dude, let me ask you again. What do you think I don't know. Gremlin? Relax, I know you'd only do this in the past. I know you've changed. A lot! Okay, I'm sorry, even past Natsuki would be like, yeah, let me take your hand. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. Just playing a joke. Taking advantage of your fear of heights to kind of make you scared for a bit. You know how it is. Like, I don't think Sayori would do that. I mean, yeah, obviously Sayori wouldn't do that, but Natsuki, that's what I meant to say. And sometimes happens, I flub up names for no reason. Anyway, nowadays you're the best version of yourself. I mean, you had a whole off-screen character arc that led to this moment in time. Think about that. I don't know if I should feel flattered or offended. But well, I'll leave that aside, because I know you like me. Maybe you're assuming too much. Oh, shut up, you little shit. Okay. Damn! Oh, you litty. But now let's move on to the top. Oh, breathe. But now let's move on to the topics that matter. Down below you asked me what I was thinking. What do you mean down You mean like, you know, right when we were sitting next to that fence? And what happens is, I was just wondering if I should go to the club today. I mean, you know the current state of the club. We're there, but at the same time, it's as if we're not there. Yes, I know, that feeling of emptiness. If I'd done the right thing, I could have avoided this. No, Robbie, let's not go that way. I'm never thinking of how much her suicide attempt impacted all of us. We've had a month to think about it, and everything remains the same. But some of what I want to say, I'm not going there today. Fair. Truth be told, I need to forget this whole subject. Sari's doing very well seeking help. Let's talk about what you... Okay, you can't just be like, okay, Sari's seeking help, but let's change topics. Oh, yes. That event yesterday. I could see the sparkles in your eyes. Tell me, what happened yesterday that was so cool? It was a fight, man. Like a true fight. Oh, like true fisticuffs. Like boosh, boosh. When school time was over yesterday, two dickheads started exchanging punches. That was really cool. It felt like I was watching a movie. Ah, I knew it wasn't a good thing. Of course it was a good thing. It wasn't us who got punched. I can see that some things don't really change. Old habits, they die hard. You will forgive me, but I love it when this kind of thing happens. Okay, then how did all this start? So far they're just rumors, but the strongest of all is that this all started because of a woman. I just don't know how yet. God, is MC gonna pull another women, am I right moment or something? I don't know. I don't even know if that's what he did. Honestly, like... I knew this story was a waste of time. Oh, come on, man! Where's your enthusiasm? Forget the supposed reason. What do you think of all this? Well, I wish I'd been here to see it all, truly. It's not every day that something like this happens anymore. In senior year of high school, there was like... I think there was like almost a fight, and then like there was no fight. I don't know. Probably the ideal is that no fights happen, but then it's also like fights are a little entertaining. Like, even if they're like bad and shouldn't happen, it's like there's a part of you that's still entertained by them. Because it makes for good gossip. And on the bright side, you seem happy. How many people at school know about this? Anyone who was here knows. It was kind of hard to miss since it all happened at the school gate. Summary of the story, young people attacking each other for useless reasons. There is one last thing to say on the subject. The fight has the potential to not end well. Here it comes, yo. I say it was cool, but the fight itself was really ugly. Both guys ended up going to the hospital with a lot of bruised... Jeez! So they were just going on like, bah, 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 roundhouse punches. Maybe even a little like kicks or something. That type of thing. I heard that one of them even broke some bones. We'll spend some time in the hospital because of this. What a shame. What a cold reaction. I'd even say that they deserve this reaction, but I don't know. Another great comment from our dear Robbie. Everyone keeps calling me that. Be quiet, my cognitive ability isn't working very well today. Just like any other day. Exactly. Your sense of humor gets better every day. I like it. But okay then. Well, thank you for today. Now I believe it. I appreciate the company, Robbie. She then takes my hand once again. Thanks for being here, man. Don't worry, talking to you is always an experience. There is not a day that is boring to me. I mean, I guess you could say that for most of your, like, versions of the characters. I know you know this. Thanks for everything, brother. You keep... Okay, I like the constant, like a character's about to leave and they go... Like, they look back. I like that. It's interesting. It provides, like, more elaboration and more little detail. Well, my day started off bad, but nothing a little Natsuki couldn't solve. I feel weird for saying that. Time to let it go. What should I do now? Oh, I know! Even though it seems pointless, I have to try this. Leaving the roof, I make my way down a certain hallway. The clubroom is right ahead. I don't know why, but I feel like I should be here today. It's like I'm missing something. After walking a bit, I arrive at the door of the clubroom. Oh god, we get to see the... Monica Posey, we get to see your clubroom. We get to see it in the state it's in. Brace yourself if you're still actually here. Now that I'm here, I gently open the door. I'm sorry for everything I caused. What? I step away from the window and close my eyes so I can hear what's happening. By doing this, the voices become a little clearer to hear. No, Sarah, you don't need to apologize for any of this. I'm glad you decided to come here and talk about everything. Of course we would be happy to have you back. You can hear the happiness in Monica's voice. Siri, so she did it. I can't describe how good I feel right now. Siri really is trying! Stop with the capitalization. I don't know, actually. I think it's just a nitpick. I can't tell how proud I am of her. If you continues to go at this pace, everything will be fine in no time. Finally, she'll have the feeling that she's loved again. Finally, she'll realize that life is worth living. She'll be able to live peacefully, and I won't be worried the way I was recently. We will finally have peace. Well, I'll leave them there talking then. It'd certainly be rude of me to interrupt them. I don't want to disturb such a beautiful moment. I moved away from the wall and head towards the school gate. All I have left is to go home and wait. I wonder if Sarah will ask me to go with her to Miss Ida's office. Personally speaking, I hope so. But at the same time, she seems fine to go alone. I mean, she's taking these steps alone. She's dedicating herself to improve. But yeah, I'll stop thinking for a bit and go home. It seems to me that it'll be a good day if everything goes well. Once again, I don't think I could be more proud of her. Filled with happiness, I start walking home. We are finally close to ending the difficulties in our lives. Okay, you're talking to a similar way to Let This Dream Be Forever MC. It's like, finally, I will be able to solve all the problems. I mean, it's not as bad. At least you're not claiming you're their eternal guardian or whatever egotistical shit he was spewing. Oh, wait. I try to open my eyes to see if I'm right. Oh no. Is it night already? Damn, I told myself I was just gonna take a nap. Given the circumstances, Sarah's already visited Miss Ida's office. Well, might it be worth asking her how her appointment went today? I mean, I'm doing all this for her, but it doesn't mean I shouldn't meddle. What is the best thing to do here? Out of pure instinct, I pick up my phone. In the end, I don't think I can avoid it. Yo, Siri? Are you there or not so much? Of course I am. I sleep early, but not so early. But Siri, you don't sleep early. Silent! Silence. Who are you to talk about other people's sleep schedules? It definitely wasn't my intention. Okay, sorry, I think I was ruder than I should have been. It could be worse. Have you seen the way Natsuki treats me? Ted. Treated. Did you mean to say that she still treats you badly? Not really. So you probably should have put treat in past tense. Oh, that's good, because I know that's not true. What do you mean, Siri? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe because a certain someone saw the two lovebirds holding hands on the roof today? Who saw this? Looks like a big fat lie. Pause. Lovebirds, the hell? When the hell did this develop? What? We literally just saw Natsuki for a few minutes. What? There was nothing that said, by the way, MC has a crush, and Natsuki has a crush on MC, and she's been building up to this. Nothing's been, like, properly set up in that regard until literally just now. I didn't even know if it was, like, romantic at all at that point. What the hell? Now stop joking. You even gave me a photographic record of the moment. Thanks for telling me who it was. Okay, that was a big slip. Don't worry, we all make mistakes at some point. Oh, I don't know. Did I let it slip on purpose? It makes me scared to think that this is a possibility. You're smarter than you look. That girl's once told me that I'm a box full of surprises. That is an apt analogy. But I wonder if it's in a good way or a bad way. I mean, it could be a question that is better left unanswered. Certainly. Okay, I had something to tell you when I called. I have to say it before I forget. Well, so tell me, my son. What? My son. Yeah, what the hell was that? Were you just referencing something? That's the only context that I could think of that isn't weird as hell. But I mean, oh well. How was your appointment with Miss Ida today? Oh. This. Do you really want to know? Of course. Well, then let's do this through a voice call. Why? Well, too late for that. Oh no, I'm not leaving. Oh god! These women and their voice calls and stalling. Because I'm too lazy to type. These women. Better explanation impossible. I guess we'll find out how this phone call goes after the little be right back break. And we're back. Let's see how this phone call goes. Better explanation impossible. And why do you sound like you're sleepy? Because I am. It's been a busy day and now I'm lying lazily in bed. True, I should have thought you would be tired after today. You say that like you know everything. But I know you stopped by the club today. Oh, so you saw that. Yes, but I felt like I couldn't disturb your moment, so I saw a bit of what happened and then left. Maybe I should take this opportunity to say that I'm proud as your friend. You did this without consulting me. You ignored the voices in your head and did what had to be done. I had to do it one way or another. And it's not like I just got up the courage. It was a difficult thing to do. I was very afraid that something was going to go wrong. Who knows if she suddenly started to hate me after everything I caused to the club. Sarah, you know that Monica's better than that. I mean, what do you think she's gonna do? cause death or something? Yes, I know. Looking back now, I feel kind of stupid for thinking like this. I feel like my joke was kind of stupid looking back at it a few seconds ago. Things are more hit or miss when I'm alive. I don't judge you, Sarah. It's not like your fears were unfounded. It's a situation you don't see every day. Trying something, having to reveal your weaknesses to everybody. After that, after disappearing for a month. It's a lot to digest. But again, I'm glad to see you wanting to stand on your own 2 feet. See that my Sayori will not surrender no matter what! Okay, we're getting inspirational. That was her wiping the tears away from her eyes. Thanks, Robbie. Sarah, don't cry. What the hell? No, let her cry. She needs to let these feelings out. What do you mean? What's wrong with her crying? Sorry. No, don't. You're feeling feelings. You do not apologize for letting them out. It was unintentional. Hearing this is extremely beautiful coming from you. I can see your kind heart amidst so much coldness. You think I'm cold? Maybe a little? After everything I've been through and everything I've said to her recently, she thinks I'm cold? Hey, I hate it when you stop like that. What are you thinking about? Oh no, nothing very important. Abby, don't make me curious. That's unfair. I disagree. And besides, we have more important things to talk about. What would those more important things be? Your appointment with Miss Ida today? How was it? Oh yes, this. Surprisingly enough, it was an extremely nice day. We talked a lot about different topics. Life stories, the future, the world nowadays. Yeah. At least you're safe from it all. She told me about her personal life, and I told I about mine. I actually find this strange when I stop to think about it. I've never seen a psychologist talk about her own life the way she does. Knowing her the way I do, I suppose it's another trick from her book, Ways to Treat a Patient. Like, this book exists? No, I just made it up. How silly you are, Robbie. Ignoring this, I'm sure this is all being done strategically. As she once told me, to know the patients, you have to know yourself. I didn't understand the meaning of this sentence. Don't worry, she told me that once, and to this day I think about what that really means. Ah, so you don't know either. No, I'm no mind reader, Sari. Seems like I'm right to be suspicious whenever you start saying deep, high intellect things. That a polite way of saying I'm dumb? No, of course not. The irony in your voice doesn't fool anyone. Despite everything, you can't say I'm wrong. Yes, I know. Yeah, I think that was enough of a conversation for tonight. Already going to sleep? Of course, tomorrow's another day. In that case, have a great day, my dear Sayori. Keep saying these things and I'll fall in love. Trust me, that would be a mistake. Robbie! Haven't we talked about your low self-esteem before? It was a reaction. I'm used to saying things like that, sorry. Okay then, see you tomorrow, Sari. Of course! Have a great day, my dear Robbie. Keep saying these things and I'll fall in love. Oh no, flirting. Oh no flirting with me now, not when I'm sleepy. Have a good night. Oh, Sari. You think I didn't hear that giggle? I think I said that in a weird tone. Well, I feel satisfied. I breathe a sigh of relief. Suddenly, everything seems so good. This feeling of tranquility. How long has it been since I felt like this? Everything is moving in the right direction. I hope it keeps going like this. Today was an incredible day. Yeah, an incredible day. Just like the rest will be too. I mean, not like the rest. There's gonna be downs amidst those ups. Life is like a roller coaster. You go up, and then have a steep drop where something happens, and everything is upended, and you have to deal with that. For 1 month. A month later? A month has passed by? Damn. I guess we'll see how things are going now. Well, time went by pretty fast. Yeah, you're telling me. Sari, she did it. Oh fuck, this has never happened before. Is there supposed to be a CG? I don't, what the hell? Today's her last day with Miss Ida. Oh god, I hope those don't keep showing up. when the day is over, I'll breathe a sigh of relief. By the way, this background is really great. I love the sereneness of it. I'll breathe a sigh of relief knowing that my fears won't come to life ever again. I'll breathe a sigh of relief knowing that our suffering will end. I mean, there's still a whole life left to be lived. You never know, you may be thinking that now, but then life could just throw a brick at your head and change everything. And leave you feeling down and sad and scared. Life is unpredictable, essentially. Don't ever think that just because something's happened that everything's over now. That this is it. This is the last day we feel this pain. No. No, you always have to be prepared. You can have, like, tranquility, but you always have to stay prepared. Sorry, that just got really dark. Just going through a little bit of stuff, I don't know. Just always stay prepared for anything. I'm gonna breathe a sigh of relief seeing that we got through all this, so you're about to go through life. Even with all the difficulties. Of course I can't help but remember. Me and Sari are dating now. Oh, that's cool! Wish we could have seen that culminate. And how long has it been? Oh yeah, we started yesterday. It was an intense day that none of us are gonna get to see. Okay, I really don't... I'm not particularly fond of when, like, major events just end up, like, happening in a mod, but then they're, like, skimmed over. Like, it's like we went from all that to, like, oh, me and Sari are dating now. And it's like, if it's not, like, an established thing that's, like, established right from the get-go, like, this is the setting, we're doing this, we're dating now. And then there's supposed to be, like, a kind of build up to that, but then in terms of the payoff, it's just, like, the payoff happens off-screen. That's when problems kind of crop up with that. That's when I kind of have a problem. I remember the way she knelt down to me and looked at me with eyes full of tears. That was a moment I will remember my whole life. Although none of it remembers something my mother told me a long time ago. It is men who must run after women and kneel before their beloved, asking for her hand in marriage. I think your mom is taking in too many stereotypes. I'm sure she'd be angry knowing that it was Sari who took the initiative. Why? What is it with that? Men have to constantly take the initiative. Like, okay, that's cool, but it's like, it feels like a role that's like thrust upon you when things would be easier for you in terms of that. It's like, why? Like, men have to run after women. They have to do all this. And I mean, okay, yeah, work, equality, that type of thing. It's like, it just kind of feels one-sided to think that way a little. Like men have to be the ones to run after the women. The women need to kind of just wait for the man to essentially take charge or whatever. But leaving this aside, it was difficult for me to admit this, but I had been in love with her since I was a child. Of course, I couldn't think about those feelings after everything that happened. But now that everything is about to end, we decided to finally open up to each other. I think life couldn't be better. Yeah? Again, hold on to those moments where you think that. Hold on to them and cherish them. They might not last long. So I just kind of brought the whole mood down. Even if I wanted to. Hey, Sari? Yes, Robbie? I'm still unsure about something. Why did you bring me here? How could you forget, Robbie? Forget what, Sari? This is where it all started. It was? This is where I saw you for the first time. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah! It's true, I was able to forget about this. To this day, you haven't told me, Robbie. Why were you crying alone in front of the waterfall that day? For that, I would have to go back in time a lot. Tell the story I've never told anyone. the most important story of my life, even because it was the story that gave rise to my greatest fear. Are you talking about your fear of ending up alone? That's the one. And to start the story, I'd have to tell you a secret first. At that moment, she stays quiet, apparently waiting for me to continue my story. That day was my first day in this city. I had just moved. Oh, really? Yes. My problem wasn't the change of the city itself. That's what happened before. Suri takes a deep breath, seeming to prepare herself for the story that comes next. This whole event took place 10 years ago. The old school I went to at the time was hell. Every day I had a different reason to cry. Whether it was being away from my home, a place I felt safe, either because I was alone every day since no one cared about me, or be it because of all the bullying I suffered at the time. I had no shortage of reasons to hate that place. I kind of thought you'd mention how the administration does nothing to stop any of this. I went through it all in silence, especially because I had no one. Until one certain day, something unexpected happened. It was just another day like any other. I was in a corner during break and two idiots came to bother me. They walked up to me and started saying a lot of things. Like, "Hey idiot, why do you dress like a beggar? Hey man, why are you alone in the corner looking like a weirdo? Look at your stupid face, that's why you don't have any friends." That and other things I don't bother to remember. And while all this was happening, another child got tired of hearing all this and doing nothing. This boy, he just beat up those two idiots who were bothering me. After that, I spent the whole day with him. After what he did for me, I was grateful. Loneliness was all I had before I met that boy. For the first time in that place, I felt what it was like to have someone to rely on. After that day was over, I went home happy, hoping to see him at school again. But the next day, he skipped school. It's not where it all ends. He missed day after day, and again, until one day I found out he was expelled from school. Oh, shit! I don't remember how I found out, but it doesn't matter. The real problem is what happens after that. I hate it when schools are like, "Screw you for defending yourself against people who are gonna pick on you. Let's not punish the people who started all this and made your lives a living hell. Let's punish the person who defended themselves from the hell and keep making their lives a living hell." Probably for the if that's the punishment for defending yourself, it's probably better that the guy was out of that school anyway, then he could go to a better one that would actually listen to the victims, essentially. So, for the moment I found out about all this, my hopes were gone. But even still, I thought I should do something. I thought about looking for him, searching for him. I needed to see him one last time to thank him again. I felt like I didn't thank him enough. But in the end, I couldn't find him. I didn't even know how I would do it. When I got home, bad news awaited me. My parents were getting ready to move to another city. I didn't know why all this was happening. I was very young. I mean, that's a good thing, right? You get to be away from that hellish school. The only thing I remember thinking was that I couldn't leave. I owed someone who saved me one day when no one had the courage to do so, but it wasn't enough. A few days later, we moved and changed cities. When I arrived in the city, I didn't want to stay at home. I wanted a place for myself, a place to be alone. After walking for minutes, I found Yoro Falls, the place where we are now. I got here, I thought about everything that had happened, and I started crying. I didn't get a chance to see him one last time. I didn't have a last chance to thank him for everything he did for me. I was far from someone who took away the feeling of the loneliness that I felt so much. I owed him a lot, and in the end I lost everything. This is where I realized how bad it was to be alone. It was here that I realized that I would suffer everything all over again. I mean, in a different school, maybe the school isn't a living hell, and the teachers are actually gonna be like, oh, bullies, we gotta punish them. We gotta punish them and not the freaking victim doing self-defense. It was here that I realized that all I wanted was someone to love me, someone to take me away from the loneliness and bad feelings that surrounded me. Everything I wanted was not to be alone. And this is my story, Sayori. Hey, Rhyme! Yay! Damn, that was heavy. I mean, for good reason, but like, yeah. Robbie, not knowing what to say, she hugs me and starts crying with me. Normally I'd hate the silence, but I'm okay with that now. I mean, yeah, something about a waterfall and an oasis and a lake and a sunset, and that perfect combination just feels so peaceful. I want to experience that myself someday. Her being by my side is enough. Although, I didn't want her to be crying because of me. Robbie! You know that I would never leave you, right? Of course I know. I just realized what she said. Looking at her face, I smile, seeing how worried she is. Sayori, I know you would never do this. You don't need to worry like this. Do you really trust me that much? I mean, you literally only... Nah, you were childhood friends. That outweighs the fact that you just started dating yesterday. Why wouldn't I trust you, Sayori? You're everything to me. After everything you've been through, Robbie, I think you deserve something special. I don't know what it is, but you don't need to. What's on your... Why does it do that? Kiss jump scare number 2! Like, what the hell? Why does it do that? It always startles me. Maybe that's what it's supposed to do, but it just feels very weird to me. You never tire of surprising me or making me blush? No? I actually think you deserve one more. Oh, again! Damn it! Sayori, your face is even redder than before. I close my eyes and sigh internally to hide what I'm feeling. This woman, how do I describe what I feel now? It's so good I can't put it into words. It's a unique feeling of happiness. This feeling of true love, maybe? Okay, now we're kind of starting to... You dated yesterday. Give it like a month or two and then maybe decide if this is like true love. Although then again, they've been childhood friends for you, so I don't know. What do I know? Making the other person smile no matter what. Giving someone else things they never had. Be with her in sickness or in health. Okay, that's marriage. You were not there yet. Is this the feeling of having someone? Once again, I breathe a sigh of relief and talking about the... Well, what the fuck? Not what life will have for us in the future. After Robbie, the time to go is approaching. We have to go soon. Ah, yes, true. We have to run. I don't think we need to run. She'll understand. I think you're making a really big bet, but she better not care. Because we're gonna be late. I take Sarah by the hand and then... Hey, what are you doing? I think I went too far in this joke. I took her hand to run until she got tired, so I ended up doing the unthinkable. I took her in my arms, and that's how I ran, with her in my arms. I guess holding her like this? Like, holding her like this, I guess. Her face was priceless, as was the faces of those who were watching this happen. I have never felt so free. That was cool. When I look at her, I feel she didn't like it. For me, I have two options. Leave this story aside or say it was no big deal. You could see on that look on her face that she wouldn't want to hear this. Oh, screw it, what's done is done. Hey, Siri, don't talk to me. Come on, sir, why that face? It's not a big deal. Of course it wasn't a big deal, right? It wasn't you who was embarrassed. What do you mean? Trouble in paradise already? Oh, but of course you didn't see it. You were too busy running. There was a lady a few streets back. I'm sure she thought I was being kidnapped. How are you so sure of this? So I'd take out her cell phone and then scream, "Hello, 911? Oh, fuck. That's all you have to say? Every day you're losing a screw off your head. What were you thinking when you did that? Well, maybe this will surprise you, but I didn't do it for laughs or anything like that. I did this for you. How the hell does this benefit anyone? I mean, I guess, I don't know, give the feeling of running? I don't know. What the how so? You were tired and we're kind of late, so I did it without thinking. I don't know about you, but I think it'll be a good story for our children. Okay, now I have to step in. It has been a day! Yeah, I think it'll be a good story for our children that we're totally gonna have. I mean, it's only been a day, right? Anything's possible. I'm so certain of this. I mean, if we have some, of course. Sari? Robbie, don't do it again without warning. Your face tells me everything. There's something wrong. I mean, you're even right about the part about us having a story. But because of what you did, I remembered something. I really messed up, didn't I? And what was it, Sari? That day, 2 months ago. But I don't remember that day completely, so I just let it go. Damn, I reminded her of the day she tried to kill herself. I carried her the same way I did now. It was supposed to be a good time. Why can I never think about the consequences of the things I do? I have to think of a way to make her forget this, even if it's just for now. Sayori? I hope this works out. Sayori, look at me. What a... Stop! Okay, no, I'm sorry. I think that's a bit of a nitpick. It's like, it's just constantly coming out of nowhere, like, flash, flash, flash. Like, I mean, I guess that's a good way to, like, show, like, we kissed without outright saying it. But, like, it's still just really jarring and abrupt. Robbie, why are you like this? Well, it was a kiss to calm you down. Look at the size of your smile. It was worth it, wasn't it? Stop being silly, Robbie. Sorry, miss... But now seriously, I'm sorry about all that. No, forget it. We don't need to remember or talk about this now. Besides, I'm worried about something else at the moment. What is it? Aren't we walking too slow for people who are late? I take her hand once again. Hey, what are you gonna do? Don't worry, we won't run this time. Let's just hurry up a bit. I'm fearful what she would do to us if we were late. Do you understand? I don't know. We will be late, but putting this aside, why do you suddenly fear Visita so much? I don't know, she just seems like the type that has an inner beast ready to come out at any moment. Like, what the fuck? How dare you be late to your last appointment? Don't think about it too much, I just have this impression. We all hide something. You're right, after all. What? I didn't say anything. Actually, I wanted to say I love you. I already know this, Harry. Just wanted to make it clear. Sure enough. I pretended not to hear, but what she said worries me. What do you mean, maybe you're right? She means that Miss Ida's hiding something? I mean, I guess we'll find out. I would question Sayori about this, but you can see that she's thinking deeply about something. I won't bother her now. Leaving these thoughts aside, Sayori and I continue to walk to Miss Ida's office. Well, and here we are. I can't tell you how satisfying it is to be here. Sayori? Yes? You ready? Better than this impossible. What does that even... You know what? Never mind. That's the spirit! I mean, I don't know what you said, but that definitely had spirit! I start looking around the room, searching for Miss Nils. Now that I start to notice, she's not here. Should I check Miss Ida's office just to see if she's there? Seeing that Miss Nils isn't here worries me a little. I don't know why, it just worries me. Sayori? Yes, I know, I also feel like there's something strange going on. Exactly. Maybe I'm exaggerating when I say this, but I think we should check out Miss Ida's office. I thought the same. I don't blame you. Stay here, anything, just let me know. Okay. I start walking slowly towards Miss Ida's office. I don't know why, but I feel something's wrong. Why am I so worried? She could have just left for whatever reason. She may have gone for a walk or to solve an important matter. Maybe I should stop thinking too much. Arriving here at the office, I gently open the door. She's not here. Look around the room looking for something. But what am I looking for? There's nothing here. So? Well, she's not here, but I suppose we can wait, can't we? Maybe this could serve as an opportunity. By the look on your face, it looks like you have something to tell me. Yes, and it might take a while. Let's sit down, Robbie. That serious tone she has now. This chills me a little. It's been a long time since I've seen that look on her face. There's something I haven't told you yet, and I've been saving this for a month. Miss Ida, she told me her story. Why she became a psychologist. I don't know how this would help right now, but I feel like I need to tell you. From that moment on, I stay quiet. I don't see any point in interrupting her. Well, let's start then. A long time ago, Miss Ida had a... Oh, I guess she can tell the story herself? Miss Ida? Go away. There'll be no appointment to what? What is happening? I guess something bad happened. What? Sayori? She looks as confused as I do. What happened today? Suddenly Miss Ida returns. I don't have time to waste. Time to ask some questions. Miss Ida, please, wait, what happened? I'm no longer worthy of my profession. I'm no more a psychologist from now on. I appreciate everything you two have done. Wait, what? Wait, whoa, I'm confused. Where did this come from? There wasn't really anything hinting that her position was at stake. What happened? But now I'm leaving to never come back. Come here tomorrow and Miss Nilsson will deliver something to you both. Thanks for everything. The fuck? What the hell? Couldn't do anything to stop her from leaving. Suddenly I feel cold in my stomach. We don't have a reason to be here anymore. Sari, talk to me. Let's go, Robbie. Then Sari leaves the building. I just go without saying anything. We spent the entire walk in silence until we arrived in our neighborhood. What the hell happened? But before we arrived, I tried to talk to her, possibly even to know the story of Miss Ida. But suddenly she closed herself. She doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to talk about anything, to be exact. She asked me to leave her alone. She just wanted to go home and stay there. And she gave me this free time. I'm going to go to a place I haven't been to in a long time. The park? This is the place. I used to come here a lot when I wanted to clear my head or think about life. There were times when Sarah and I came here together. Lying on the grass and talking is an old staple of ours. But while no reminiscing now, I just want to think, feel the air of this place. Although I miss having Sarah here to lie on the grass with me, I have to bring her here again. Remind her of our old adventures. Remember how everything used to be perfect? Someone's sending me a message apparently. Taking out my phone, I see Natsuki? A casual conversation with her now wouldn't be a bad thing right now. Very well. Yo, Robbie, you there, bro? Yes, I am. I just arrived at the field on the park. I don't remember asking. Really? Sorry, I'm joking. Good that you said what you are. I'm coming to meet you. And we're back. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's true. You have some gossips to tell me, ain't it? Hey! Speaking like that, it seems like you want to put me at the level of an elderly woman who spies on her neighbors. The fuck? Yeah, that was definitely not... Where the hell did you get that from? An elderly woman? I just asked about gossip. I didn't... What? Okay. Fair. I'm only gonna forgive you now because we have important matters to okay. Surely you remember the fight that took place at the school gate last month. It seems to have been quite an event. Man, that fight really didn't end well. What do you mean by that? One of the participants in this fight apparently died this... Whoa! That escalated! Shit. But how exactly did this happen? We'd have to go into a subject that I don't want to. It's very sensitive. They'll say one word and you'll understand everything. Suicide. Oh. Oh god, what the fuck? That escalated quick. They're like, yeah, it's a fight! And it's like, the guy died by killing himself. It's like, that escalated so fast. Suddenly I feel terrible. I don't even need to say why. I didn't know the man, but I wonder why. Was it another case where I didn't see any other option? Or maybe he did it out of desperation without thinking. Either way, I hope you find peace. That was all you had to say to me? Not really, but I've lost my train of thought now. Oh yes, I know. Along with the news of the death, some new information came to light. You really look like an old woman now. Robin, what the Yo, what the hell? I feel like comparing her to a news anchor would be a better thing. Like, along with the news of the death, some new information came to light. More at 11. Would that be a better comparison than this? The fuck? Sorry? No, it's okay. I think I exaggerated on the scream a little, but continuing. The reason for all this really was a woman, but it's not a common story. It wasn't a dispute or a love triangle. It was something very heavy. My only response to let out a long sigh. I watched her closely as she continues the story. The guy who died, he had a girlfriend, and she had an illness. Disease that I don't know what it was, by the way. I don't know, maybe this takes place before all the 2020 shit happened. Like in the early 2020s. But the day before that fight, the girl died. It's very likely that it was a result of this disease. The fight itself started when some idiot came up to the boy who just lost her and said, "Hey idiot, where's your dopey girlfriend to take care of you now?" Oh god. How the hell can you be so... I don't know. Cruel. This isn't really surprising, actually. I mean, aside from just the stuff I've learned about the DDLC fandom recently. Just, I don't know, stuff that makes me not really want to touch it with a 10-foot pole anymore. I don't know, shit like... Just... I lack words to express my indignation. How can someone be such an asshole? To make it very clear, I don't know if the bully who said such an atrocity knew about his girlfriend. After the bully said what he wanted, the fight began. And you already know how it all ended. The poor boy went to the hospital with all the bruises. Being very honest, Natsuki, there's one detail in this story that I can't let it pass. Regardless of whether or not the bully knew his girlfriend died, I would not forgive him under any circumstances. You told me he said, "Where's your dopey girlfriend to take care of you now?" Saying something like this makes it seem that he knew something, and that makes me mad. Or, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Well, sorry for the depressing subject, Robbie. Don't worry, unfortunately, tragedies like that are common. You simply wanted to talk about it, right? Yes, of course. What are you gonna do now? Well, I came here to stay. I don't have a goal in mind. Fortunately, I'll already apologize because I have to go. So soon? Yeah, so the company my father's shopping. Truth be told, I was supposed to be with him for a while now. Well, I mean, at least things are amicable at that household. Things are getting better at the very least. I mean, if the two of you are going shopping together, then something's changed. I get a little nervous when I make him late for something, so I have to go quickly. Thank you for today, Robbie. Thank you for being such a good friend. You're also an amazing... Ah! What was that? Was that another... A kiss on the cheek? Seeing her show affection is strange, but I won't complain. Okay. Next time I meet this woman, I'll tell her I have a Next time I meet this woman, I should probably tell her I have a girlfriend. before something goes wrong. Yeah, that probably would be the best. That'd probably be a good idea, honestly. Oh, there we go. Today was a long day. I feel like I should be sleeping by now, but something stops me. I want to know how Sayori is. I haven't seen her since this afternoon. I don't know, after today's afternoon, I feel like I should do something for her. I wonder if she's awake. I'll call her to talk and see what happens. Sayori, my dear. Are you there? Dear? This is new and very charming coming from you. Ah, it's raining. It's your favorite weather. I can easily get used to it. Noted. I will not let this information pass. I like how attentive you are. Now tell me, why did you call me? I was about to get a good night's sleep here. I mean, despite the things that happened this afternoon. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. After all that today, how are you feeling? Have I already talked about how attentive you are? That was literally 7 messages ago. Fair enough. I just wanted to make it clear that I really like that about you. It makes you someone special, believe it or not. In a world where all kindness and compassion seems lost, I can understand. That hasn't aged well. Or just aged perfectly. I don't know. I'm glad you understand. Now, answering your question, I want to talk to you in a better way. A voice call at this time of the night. Yes, what's the problem? I feel like I've already wasted too much saliva today. Nothing I can do, dude. Suddenly you sound like Natsuki. That was the intention. I pick up the phone. It's like I always say. Like I always say, women. Am I right? Why are they like this? Although, yeah, to be fair, I do want to understand women more. Like the thought process. Like, the thought process of a woman must be pretty interesting, all things considered. I wonder if they feel that way about men. Like, the thought processes of men are pretty interesting. Although for different reasons. Like, I don't know. Hello again, my dear Robbie. This is really necessary? Don't ruin it now. Follow the script and be romantic. Okay, then. My beautiful Sayori, I wish you were here. Your kisses and hugs are incomparable. Really wish you were here so we could cut before I say something stupid. That was great, Robbie. Of course not. That was a bad test for an acting career. The Skulkin brothers are better than me. Who the hell are they? Who are those guys? You would never under... Fuck it, I'm looking them up. Skulkin brothers. Oh, they're Ace Attorney characters who were arrested. The fuck? Wait, what happened to them? Oh. Righty then. I guess that could count as a fun fact. I mean, I learned something new. So. Okay then. Robbie, I want to vent about something that happened today. I'm all ears. I'm sure you heard about this recent event, about a fight at the school gate last month. This topic was very popular at the time, so yes, I know. Right then, I heard that the boy committed suicide today. Ever since I heard about this, I've been wondering, why did all this happen? No one knows the exact reason. I wonder if it had to do with the reason for the fight. What was the reason for the fight? Come to think of it, I don't want to know. It would only make me feel worse. What I want to talk about specifically is he spent a month to recover from all that, but because in the end he decided to do what he did? I wonder, did he have no one to help him? Just as he was a great pillar in my life, someone should have tried to be a pillar for him, regardless of what he was going through. I feel sad for someone I don't know. Yeah, life does that to you. All because I imagined his situation, how he was feeling. It was possible to save him from this fate? You know what the worst part about people dying is? No one will ever know. And that's always the worst part. Just like you saved me? Oh, Sarah, I don't know. I'm not even sure it's worth thinking about this. I mean, the subject is too much for anyone. These are things that we can never fully understand. I wonder if Miss Ida could have helped him. But yeah, let's forget about this. Robbie, I want to say something more to you. I've been keeping this from you for too long. I want to get this off my chest. Once again, I'm all ears. I want to tell you Miss Ida's story so I can sleep in peace. Are you sure you would be comfortable talking about this? Let's get this over with. The reason she chose this profession is heartbreaking. It all started while she was still in her 3rd year of high school. Miss Ida was 18 at the time. She had met a boy on the last day of school, a boy she'd been watching for a while. Full of fear, she went to the boy and introduced herself and then fell in love at first sight. The two talked practically all day that day, then only returned to their respective homes after midnight or something like that. But while she was getting to know him, she discovered he had some issues. A lot of them! These problems involved heavy addictions, the main ones being alcohol and drugs. Ever since Miss Ida found out about this, she wondered what she could do for him. She knew she could do anything, but she chose to go beyond anything anyone could imagine. She thought about becoming a psychologist, especially to deal with his problems. She spent 2 years studying to get into the profession, which she achieved easily. She was determined to do anything for him. Keep in mind that at that time, the young boy didn't know that Miss Ida was in love with him. She wanted to take care of him and then start something serious, all because she thought it was the right thing to do. When she entered the profession, she finally started to treat him, until eventually she did it. After all this, they were both happy, but after a while, they made a mistake. A month after they started dating, after finishing the consultations, Miss Ida got— Whoa! She got pregnant? How the hell did that happen? And this was something that impacted their lives a lot. Thanks to this, they were forced to get married early, giving up their lives as young people very early. Wait, what? Wait, were they in an area where, like, abortions weren't a thing? Or, I don't know. I'm gonna look up this whole thing. Japan abortion laws. Abortion in Japan is allowed under a term limit of 22 weeks for endangerment to the health of the pregnant woman, economic hardship, or assault. Okay, legal and sick. Okay, it's legal. Okay. I mean, so I guess they could have gotten an abortion. I think. I don't know. Just. A mixture of all this and personal reasons made Miss Ida's husband relapse. He lost himself in drugs and drinks again. Even with all this, Miss Ida didn't give up on him. Miss Ida tried. She tried everything for her beloved, until eventually she did it again like it was a miracle. Suddenly, the man had changed as if something had happened to him. Things suddenly got worse really fast. The man suddenly felt sick. He felt pain he had never felt before. As no one knew what was happening, they had to go to the hospital, and that was where they discovered the worst. His organs were rotting and dying, all due to the return of the excessive drug and alcohol consumption. And shortly after, he died, leaving Miss Ida with a son who, at the time, had just been born and maybe is around 18 years old nowadays. She saw everything. She saw him die in the hospital bed, feeling all the pain he didn't deserve to feel. And in the end, she feels guilt. Wait, how old is he now? Okay, around 18 years old nowadays. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in my head. She couldn't do anything. She tried everything before that, but it was too late. And well, that's all. Cena's now 38 years old, has been working for 18 years, and despite everything she went through, she never gave up. Knowing all this, I have to wonder, what happened so wrong recently for her to leave the profession she had always practiced with so much passion? Okay, just, if I recall correctly, it kind of sounds like she was, like, fired for some reason. I simply don't understand, Robbie. Which fate was it so cruel to people who don't deserve it? Yeah, that's gonna keep being a wish, essentially. I don't really believe in fate. Like, what? Or destiny. Like, no, nothing's set in stone. Like, at all. Just, that's all, I guess. At this moment, I'm speechless. This whole story seems like a lot to digest. Especially speaking, this all sounds like a movie story. Putting that aside, now I feel terrible. She has a unique story and a very painful one. I'm sure her mind is heavy with all the events to date. Can't we help her somehow? I wish, but what can we do? We're not half of what she was. That's a terrible way to think, Sayori. Sorry. Let's leave this topic aside now. I'm tired. Thank you for staying here with me until now. Thanks for letting me vent and talk about all of this. I need to get it all out of me. I wish I could do more. I don't feel like I'm doing much for you. Not enough, at least. You really should stop thinking like that. It's not good. I know, sorry. Well, now I'm going to sleep. Have sweet dreams and Westwell for tomorrow, my bundle of sunshine. Hey, that title's all yours. You're the one who makes me happy every day. I can feel you blushing even though I'm not looking at you. You didn't need to point that out, you meanie. Forgive me. Have a good night, my dear Sari. Equally, my dear Robbie. I let out a long sigh. Before I could think about everything that happened today, I lay down in my bed. I don't want to spend a sleepless night just thinking. I want to rest. I put my phone on the table and closed my eyes. Today is not enough. I still have a matter for tomorrow. I remember Miss Ida's words. Come here tomorrow and Miss Nilsson will deliver something to you both. Honestly speaking, I'm afraid of what that something might be. If it's what I think it's going to be, it's going to come like a bomb. Given everything that's happened recently, I have enough to form a theory. I hope I'm not right. Well, unfortunately, I have to wait and see what tomorrow has in store for me. Robbie, wake up. Oh. Come on, Robbie. Sari? I struggle a little to open my eyes. I take out my phone to check the time. What? Sorry, what do you want with me at 7:50 in the morning? I want to end this quickly. I want to know what Miss Ida left us. If possible, find out what happened to make her say everything she said yesterday. I want to know how this all ends. I'm scared, Robbie. Scared of what she might have left for us. I don't know what it's going to be, but if it's what I'm thinking it is, it'll come like a bomb. I don't know. Okay, I think you're thinking it's a suicide note. I'm thinking we probably shouldn't jump to these conclusions yet. It has literally been a singular day. Everything's up in the air. We don't know what's happening. Just funny. I remember thinking the same thing last night. I love this girl so much. Truth be told, since yesterday I've been thinking the same thing as you. Good that you came so early. We can have the rest of the day to ourselves when this is all over. Only if you want, of course. Of course, Robbie. Thank you. Yeah. With more flash kiss, flash kiss, flash kiss. I'll never get over that. I don't know why that kissing was portrayed that way. After what seemed like hours of walking, we arrived at Miss Ida's office. We came all this way preparing for the worst. At this moment I'm scared, but it's not for me, it's for Sari. I don't know. Depending on how everything goes, this will have a big impact on her. It could just be, I will be moving away to a new area. I won't be able to see you again, so I leave you this message. Like, it could just be that. We're kind of jumping to we're kind of just jumping to worst case scenarios on a whim here. Leaving this aside, Miss Nilsson's at the counter taking some personal objects and putting them in her bag. Well, she's leaving too? When did they fire her too? Like, and you, Miss Nilsson, you are inefficient at your job. You will be let go effective tomorrow. Or something along those lines. Like, what did she do? Miss Nills? Oh, so you came. I'm glad you're back. Miss Ida left something for you. Take it. A piece of paper? This is exactly what I feared. Okay, literally anything could be written on the note. Like, literally anything. We're kind of just assuming the worst here. So hold this here, please. Okay, now it's my time to go. Wait a little, Miss Nills. What about you? Now that you've lost your job here at the office, is like the office itself shutting down? And everybody's getting laid off? I think that makes sense. What are you gonna do? Your kindness impresses me, young Robbie. Worrying about an old woman like me, how cute. Well, no, I'm blushed because of an old lady. Ignore this, Robbie. But, well, you don't have to worry about me. I've worked more than I should. I've made a living. Getting out of here, I'm going to make preparations to retire. I'm grateful for the life I had. You're special, Miss Nills. I hope you remember this. Me, the player, didn't really get to know you that much, but, you know, every life is important, you know? You don't need to say that, young man. My husband has already put this in my head. As for you two, I hope you both can be happy. If I'm very well informed, you both went through things you didn't deserve. Always stick together and never give up. You are young people with a good future ahead of you. Miss Nilsson then puts her bag on her shoulder and leaves. Now before grabbing my cheek and squeezing it a little, I confess that it hurt a little. I'm gonna pick up Sari and get... Wait, where's Sayori? Oh, fuck, what the hell? Oh, okay, we're here now! At the park! That was abrupt! Sari... What's going on? What happened to you? What is going on? What the hell is happening? I'm scared. I'm not scared. Why did you suddenly leave me like this? I mean, you're at the park. Maybe she's lying in the grass. Okay, fade in this time. That'd be a sudden thing. Still don't understand. So he took the letter and ran, and I haven't seen her for 3 days. She just closed herself in her house. Or she's having a relapse like Masita's husband did. Was supposed to be the pillar in Sarah's life, just like Miss Beta was for her husband. Oh, that was time passing! But in the end, I'm failing Sarah. It reminds me of horrible times in my life. Times where I worried just going a few hours without seeing her. But regardless of that, I should contact her. Why is she doing this? Is she hiding that paper for whatever reason? Is she hiding her feelings? But why would she do that after everything we've been through together? You literally said this would have a major impact on Sarah. This is probably the impact. Thought we got through all this together. Damn, Siri, now I find myself alone again. Where are you when I need you the most? Just want you to tell me what's going on. Oh, there you are. Siri, before anything, Robbie, I think you should see this. Siri suddenly pulls out a piece of paper. It's the paper that Masita left. I'm no longer worthy of my profession. Okay. We'll see that. I failed miserably, and today this is more evident than ever. To show what I mean, I think I'll have to tell my story, or a small part of it. I started as a psychologist to help my husband overcome serious problems. Surprisingly, I managed to do it. I wonder how I was able to do that to this day. But it didn't help much. Complicated situations led to his death, but before he died, he talked about some things with me. Things like, don't leave your profession after I die. I needed you, and you did what you could to make my life better. You could do that for many other people do. Soon after that, he told me, the same goes for our son. If one day he needs you, to do the best you can for him. Never forget that you have my love and my trust. The day after he died, a day that I lament to this day. With this story explained, I'll make it clear how I not only failed him, but my son as well. About 3 months ago, my son Rama started dating a girl called Letitia. He told me that it was love at first sight. It was the first time I'd seen him. So excited after meeting someone. Everything flowed perfectly in between them. Their tastes, their personalities, their dreams, their opinions. Everything was perfect, and my son finally seemed happy in a long time. 3 weeks have passed since the beginning of the relationship, and my son felt that something was wrong. Suddenly, the woman in his life didn't seem so happy. It's as if she were another person. As if suddenly he had gently changed her. He insisted to know what was so wrong with her, why she was so absent, unhappy with the relationship, but the reason for her sadness had nothing to do with the relationship. He only came to find out everything a few days later. That day he'd asked her out, but she didn't want to accept. Seeing the girl's insistent on hiding what was wrong, he asked, Letitia, why are you hiding everything from me like this? It doesn't even seem like you love me anymore. You don't seem like the same person you always did. I feel like your trust in me is gone, and that makes me lose trust in you. I just wanted a chance. Why didn't you tell me why everything's so wrong in your life? After hearing such atrocities, the girl broke down emotionally, saying, I'm sorry, Rama, I have to go to chemotherapy now. Fuck, where's the mess? And without saying another word, the girl returned to her own home where her father took her to the hospital for treatment. My son didn't know what to do after that. The shock of hearing that stopped him from moving. He couldn't speak, he couldn't stop her from leaving. For a few moments, he couldn't feel anything except his heart beating slowly as if time had stopped. When he got home, he broke down emotionally. I had never seen him as sad and as violent as that day. That day changed him forever. A few days after that, the girl had passed away. From that day on, his world turned gray. He no longer saw the point in living. She was the first girl he loved in his life, and she passed away in the most tragic way he could imagine without even saying goodbye. And shortly after that, he got involved in a fight at school. Oh, that connects to this. That's pretty cool how those details like connect to the whole overarching story there. Then again, I really don't think they would have spent so much time talking about that fight at school without reason. So, you know, it's good that whole B plot connected to the A plot that way. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I didn't know the reason for the fight until a close friend of him came to tell me. The reason for all this was Letitia, but my son didn't tell me anything. He didn't want to talk. I don't even know if he wanted to see me in the first place. The matter became very known in this part of the city. After he left the hospital, he realized that everyone knew his story. Everyone felt sorry for him. Everyone wanted to pay respects to him and his late girlfriend, and this weighed on his head more and more. He didn't want attention, he wanted peace. Knowing all this, I had a duty to my son, to take care of him, to tell him how much I loved him, to tell him that he could overcome this, to teach him that his life didn't depend on just one person. But I couldn't do any of that. After everything he went through, after everything I tried for him, he committed suicide last night. I just got back from the hospital and I don't think I could feel worse. I lost everything. I failed as a mother, as a psychologist, as a wife. I feel like everything I've done to date has been completely in vain. Oh, so nobody fired her, she just quit. I couldn't save everyone in my family. This is a burden that I'll have to carry my whole life. The burden of knowing that I failed those who needed me the most. For anyone who reads this, I hope you forgive me for telling you everything I'm telling you. This is my farewell letter. I'm leaving my life as a psychologist and moving away. Oh, okay, so I guess the thing that I predicted was true. She is moving away. I can't stay here after everything I couldn't do. I failed at everything. I hope my husband and son can forgive me one day. I hope they welcome me with open arms in the next life. But I don't believe that this will happen because I was the one in the wrong in this whole story. At the end of it all, I know why all this is happening to me. Despite the path I took, despite the person I became because of all the things that happened to me, I'm still just a human being. A fragile human being. A being who feels too much, more than I should. Maybe this is the fate I deserve. See you both in the next life. Oh God, that is grim. Then that's it. This is her story. The boy in the fight last month was her son. How did I never know this? I don't even know how to react to this. That was painful to read. How could she hide it for so long? Miss Ida, I'm sorry we can't do anything for you. Dry your tears, Robbie. I still have something to tell you. I put my hands over my eyes to wipe away the tears. I didn't even realize I was crying lightly through all of this. Robbie, I want you to forgive me for these last 3 days. I failed you too. What do you mean by that, Sayori? You didn't do anything wrong. Yes, I did, Robbie. I practically threw all your help away. All your fighting to take away my rain clouds, and I allowed them to return. It's almost like depression doesn't just go away. That'll happen. That's going to happen, and you need to get used to that happening and learn how to abate those symptoms. During these 3 days, I thought about giving up several times. It didn't matter if the sadness was for me or someone else. I simply allowed myself to think about it. Now, I don't know, Robbie. What should I do? I don't want to go back to the same hole I was in before. I really don't want to. No, Sari, that won't happen. I approach her, hugging her. Flash hugging her! Flash hug! Okay, that's a nitpick. The friggin' flash before all this? No. Just stop. I will not let this happen to you under any circumstances. Just stay with me. I don't want to surrender to what I was before. I almost died because of it. I don't want to go through anything like that ever again. Robbie, do you promise to never leave my side, please? I would never think of doing that, Siri. Keep that in mind always. I will never let you suffer. As long as I have life, you will see me by your side and taking care of you. Never forget this. Thank you. I don't want to go back to having a mind that tortures me every day. I don't want to go back to a place where all I have is darkness. A place where my only fate was death. The everlasting title drop! But to end the mod, I guess. Alright, and that's it for the mod then. It was good. It was a neat little, it was a nice little, okay. It had an emotional, like, drive and core to it, essentially, and that's done well. I also think the translation errors end up like, oh, a last message to whoever played. Never give up. There we go. Gonna need that now more than ever. Thanks for playing, winky face, for some reason. I thought there'd be credits. I don't know if she believes in this as much as I do, but I'll take care of her my whole life. I'll never give up. She really matters to me more than she knows. As long as I'm by her side, we'll never have to go through the everlasting solitude again. Yeah, there we go. We'll never have to go through the thing that we did not mention before, but now we're going to mention for a few minutes. I don't know, title drops. I don't know, title drops can sometimes feel forced. I think this was a bit in the middle. Like, it's kind of abrupt and I didn't really see it coming. Alright, credits. Alright, and that was Everlasting Solitude. Again, I feel like the translation error is kind of dialed down a bit as time goes on. Like, I definitely started seeing, like, less and less, like, grammar errors as time goes on, so there's that. I feel like, again, little nitpicks, like the flash before someone, like, kisses someone or does a thing, they kind of just come out of nowhere and feel really jarring and abrupt, and I don't really like them. And then this is, like, actually nitpicky, but the italics being all, like, in all caps most of the time is a little bit on the interesting side, but, like, that's pretty nitpicky on all honesty. Alright, and now let's spin the mod wheel. There we go. What am I playing next? Her. Ah, okay. Huh. The wheel's chosen a controversial one this time. I've heard that that mod was, like, kind of controversial in a sense. Like, I don't know, people... There's another polarizing one. People, like, don't like it or something, so I'm gonna start playing that next week, then. Next Tuesday, I'm gonna start playing that. This Friday, I'm gonna continue with Triple Trouble and see where that goes. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.